backing the Senate bill. I think it was during the time of Secretary Jokno. And I sincerely thank the good Secretary Recto for his support. And considering that the NUP pension remains a considerable expenditure of the government for next year and in the coming years, may I know the position of the Department of Finance on the NUP reform pension bill? Gusto mo ba natin tuloy ang pension reform bill? Ano po?
Thank you very much for that question, Senator Jinggoy, and maraming salamat for assisting the Department of Finance in this particular bill. Of course, yung gusto sana natin na version ng bill is karamihan kung ano yung nailagay ninyo, at kung may idadagdag sana tayo, yung mga assets sana ng the MUP part of government. Halimbawa, yung military, PNP, Bureau of Fire, Correction, so on and so forth. Yeah. Para nang sa gano'n, the Bureau of Jail, yung mga assets din kasi sana, para mabayaran natin ito, mas mabuti ko yung mga assets ng some of these departments na hindi napapakinabangan, pwede masama sa bill at nang sa gano'n, it will pay for itself. Bakit? Lahat ng reform may katumbas na gastos din yan. Halimbawa, kung gagawin natin yung MUP bill, reform bill, gagastos tayo ng dagdag na kulang-kulang 141 billion in the next 3 years. Sa makatuwid, mga 35 billion or more, 40 billion, 45 billion, taon-taon ang dagdag gastos. So, but before we get the benefits from it, it will take time. 40 years bago makuha natin yung benepisyo.
40 years? Patay na tayo na.
And ergo, it is a fiscal drag, so to speak. So unless some of those assets were incorporated, it would not affect our fiscal position too much. So you know,
excuse me, how much are we how much is the government rolling out dito sa pension bill nito? For this year's budget.
Okay. Sa ngayon, what I can say is that we can afford it. Okay? Without doing the reform. Ang gastos ngayon for 2026 is 130, for next year, will be 133.9 billion.
133.9 billion. For the pension alone, no?
For the pension alone. Pero ano yung rate of increase? In 2025, it was 132.
So, approximately around 78 million.
Hindi, 132 to 133. 134. Isang billion lang ang dagdag. So, nothing significant in so far that our budget is concerned. Now, if we do the MUP reform, madadagdagan to na 45 billion. So, tipid tayo ng 45, so to speak.
So, pero taon-taon, dagdagan yung pera ng gobyerno natin. Every year, we have to increase the budget of the pension of our military uniformed personnel.
As I mentioned earlier, the rate of increase is not that significant.
So,
in terms of the budget that I'm looking at, it is 132 billion this year. It will roughly be 134 billion next year. So 2 billion lang ang increase.
What about the veterans pension?
Nandito na rin. Ano? I'm sorry, the veterans pension next year is 11. The veterans pension is 11.2 billion. Next year, it is 9.2 billion this year.
Aba nga ba?
Tumaas.
Tumaas?
2 billion.
Around 11 billion. Last year, was it 9 billion?
It is 9.2 billion this year. The estimate is 11.2 billion next year.
So, hindi masyadong significant yung, it's still bearable.
I think it is still bearable. Like I said, if we adopt the MUP, madadagdagan yung gastos ng 45 billion.
So what do you suggest? We won't pass this MAP bill?
My position is that if you were to pass a version, include the assets.
As far as I
Halimbawa,
understand,
yung assets ng Bureau of Correction. So yung assets ng Bureau of Correction, nasa may Ayala lang ba yung pininvest? Mga ilan hektarya ba yung tatandaan ko? 300 hectares? 300 hectares yan at 500,000.
that's only for the Bureau of Corrections. What about the AFP?
Yeah.
Mas malaki yun.
Maraming assets yan. So, halimbawa, Bureau of Correction, 300 hectares at 500,000 each, that's 1.5 trillion. Di wipe out na yung deficit natin.
What about the,
Maraming ganyan.
yung PNP, meron mga assets na
Ang
Kaya-
PNP, I'm not aware of significant assets of the PNP. But there are significant assets of the AFP.
There is also a move to increase the salary of MEPs. Are you aware of it, Mr. Secretary?
Yes, it could be in two forms. One, subsistence allowance. Para pag doon, mas malaki yung cash, non-taxable. At hindi makakasama sa indexation ng pension.
Alright. So, we leave it at that. Hindi namin gagalawin. Yung MEP bill.
Well, I already answered the question. If you include the assets, we will support.
Alright. But there are other, like NAMRIA, Bureau of Fire, other, ito yun walang assets Coast Guard. Meron bang mga assets yung mga yan? I think it's only the Bureau of Corrections, the AFP.
Yes.
PNP wala, no?
Nothing significant. Pero malaki na yun. That alone will pay for itself. Pwede na yun.
Alright. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Secretary. What about, there are some sectors who wants to reduce the VAT from 12% to 10%.
Yes.
You know the position of the department? Kasi,
Yeah. I'm sure that those who have filed the bill have all well intentions. Having said that, at this point in time, I leave it to Congress. If you pass a bill, my warning will be that there will be a possible credit rating downgrade. And why is that? Because today, tignan lang ninyo, in next year, ang makokolekta natin sa VAT, BIR and BOC will roughly be 1.5 trillion. Ang pasweldo lang ng empleyado natin ay 1.7 trillion next year. So ang total VAT collection is not even enough to pay for the salaries of all our employees. Ang deficit natin next year nasa 1.6, 1.7 trillion. Lahat ng capital outlay natin, ibig sabihin lahat ng tulay, kalsada, school building, hospital, inuutang natin. So kung magbabawas pa tayo ng revenue, baka pati ang current operating expenses natin, uutangin na rin natin. So a 20% reduction of 1.5 trillion for next year is 300 billion. So yan yung sasabang 12 to 10. Ang halaga niya 300 billion. Kasi laki na rin ng budget ng Department of Health. So palagay ko baka hindi pumayag si Senator Bongo dyan. Nagising si Senator Bongo.
so, Senator Bongo, wag mo nang ituloy yung bill mo na from 12% to 10%. Anyway, thank you, Secretary Recto. Kay Commissioner Ariel, anong nangyari sa mga kotse ni Diskaya?
Good afternoon, Senator Jinggoy. Hindi na rin ulit. 3 puro yung nakuha namin mga sasakyan. Actually, 30 plus 2. Yung dalawa kasi hindi na namin sinasama sa list.
Yung Rolls Royce na may payong.
Kasama po sila dun sa yung Rolls Royce, so kasama dun sa 13 na nasa BOC compound na. Ang kategorya po niya na yan i-issue namin ng warrant of seizure and detention. Ibig sabihin na kandidato na ho yan na ma-forfeit in favor of the government. So yung Rolls Royce with the umbrella nasa 13. Yung 17 naman ho, although meron silang mga dokumento kahit pa paano, kaya lang, isa-subject po namin yung mga kumpanya kung saan bumili po yung Diskaya family sa tinatawag na post-clearance audit upang makasigurado rin po yung pamahalaan na wala akong pagkakamali. Kaya lang, base po sa pag-uusap po namin ng ICI the other day, at nakatanggap na rin po kami ng sulat galing po sa BIR at ICI, hindi po rin namin pwedeng pakawalan yung 17 doon sa 30 mga sasakyan. Again, 13 out of the 30 luxury vehicles subject na po ng seizure proceedings. Yung 17, although may mga dokumento naman, hindi rin namin pwede pa rin pakawalan yan kasi yan ay bilang tulong po namin sa ICI at sa BIR na baka may iba po issues na kailangan pong hawak namin yan.
So, wala nang natira sa garahe ni St. Gerard.
Ibang local cars na lang po yan. Ano? So, bakit sumulat pa rin po kami sa LTO dahil sang-ayon po sa mga narinig po namin sa mga kandinig, Mr. Gerard, Senator. Tatlong po palang huli na hawakan namin, kaya lang base po doon sa mga hearings, supposed to be 4 na po po yun. Ano? So, we're waiting for the reply po ng LTO para matulungan kami na habulin pa kung meron pa yung lampas doon sa 3 po.
So doon sa mga na-retrieve yung kotse, sa mga Diskaya, marami din yung tinatawag na gray.
13 po. 13.
So yun yung dinagbayad ng tamang quiz.
Tama po. At pati yung dokumento ay may problema po.
So what do you plan? I-auction nyo?
Ako po bilang commissioner, yung aking gagawing option. Although tapo po options. Ako po ay susubasta natin yan or bidding, ano? We will just make sure that the bidding process will be, of course, transparent and competitive. Yung dalawa pa yung options, hindi ko po gagawin yan. Yung pangalawa kasi, i-donate, pwede namin i-donate to other government agencies. Hindi naman po maganda, Your Honor, gamitin po yun.
Huwag mo donate sa Senate, ha?
Yun po. So, yung pangatlo naman, lalong din natin gagawin, yung panggawa sa akin yung mga sasakyan dahil sayang po yung pwedeng kitain po ng pamahalaan.
Yung mga kotse yung sinurrender ni Bryce Hernandez, nasa custody ng ICI?
ICI po. Hindi po gray binili po nila sa county members din po.
So talagang sinurrender lang nila?
Sinurrender po.
So hindi nyo alam kung ano plano ng ICI doon? So basta nila?
Hindi ko po alam at this point kung anong plano po ng ICI.
So
pero kung magpo-post clearance
hindi nila ito turn over sa inyo na?
Hindi po kailangan kasi po tama po yung dokumento noon at yung pinagbayaran potentially tama naman po. But ICI and BIR would look into the other aspects of the vehicles po.
Lastly, Mr. Chair, I would like to commend Commissioner Ariel dahil ngayon ako nakakita ng Commissioner na Customs na napakasipag at talagang hands-on duty yung ginagawa sa Bureau of Customs. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Secretary Recto. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Jinggoy Estrada. There being no further questions, the budget of BOF, including its attached agencies and corporations, namely BOC, BIR, BLGF, BTR, CBAA, IC, NTRC, PMO, and PTA is now deemed submitted for plenary's consideration, subject to the discussion and submission of documents requested. Maraming salamat po. Thank you, Secretary.